Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I make a pressure cooker pot-au-feu. Alright guys, I'm starting out with roughly a 2.5 pound London broil. I trim the excess fat off of it and I cut it in half. The reason I cut it in half is because it'll get tender quicker that way. I'm going to lightly salt and pepper this. We don't need a lot of seasoning on it because, let me grab a fork. We don't need a lot of seasoning on this because we're going to cook this in chicken stock, and that has salt in it, and we're adding in a seasoning packet, which I should have peppered the other side, but we'll get that. So I'm just lightly salt and peppering this. And we're not going to brown this ahead of time, guys. For this dish here, we're just going to put it in and cook it like this. And this is a French dish. It's meant to be cooked in the oven for about 3 hours. We're going to cut it down to a little over an hour in the pressure cooker. Now I'm going to get that into the pressure cooker. And we're going to move on to our seasoning packet. Let me get rid of this. Alright, now I have a cheesecloth here. And I have a couple of bay leaves. I have some peppercorns and some fresh thyme. We're going to put that in there. And I'm going to add some fresh parsley. And this is just going to be used for seasoning. We'll take this out when it's done cooking. I'm going to go ahead and close this all up. Now I don't have any string to tie in this, so I'm going to just tie it up like this. And I'll probably have to tie this end up here too. This is my first time ever working with cheesecloth, guys, so bear with me. I'll just bring that over like that, and we'll tie this in another knot. And you want to make sure you have it secure because you don't want this to come open in your pressure cooker. Alright, there we have our little seasoning pouch. Alright, now that we have our London broil in the pressure cooker, I'm going to put that little seasoning packet down in between the roast. And I have 2 cups of chicken broth here I'm going to dump in here. And guys, what this dish is, it's pretty much a beef and a root vegetable dish. If you like root vegetables and beef, you're going to love this. I'm going to put my lid on here. And I'm going to set this to pressure cook for 50 minutes. After the 50 minutes, I'm going to do a quick release of pressure, and we're going to add in our root vegetables. Alright, I decided to let this go for 50 minutes. I did a natural release to pressure for 10 minutes. I have my roast out resting tin and foil. Now we're going to add in root vegetables. And there's a lot of them, guys. Here I have 6 turnips. I have 6 parsnips. I have 6 carrots and 6 potatoes. We're going to get those in there. I have 2 large onions, 6 leeks, and 6 stalks of celery. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all this in here without dropping it all over the floor. We're not going to be able to put it all in, guys, so I'll fit in what I can get in. And this recipe, like I said, was meant to be done in the oven, so that's why all of this won't fit in a pressure cooker. But we'll get in what we can get in, and the rest I'll just save for another recipe. Alright, I'm going to put my lid down on here. And I'm going to set this to pressure cook for 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, I'll do a quick release of the pressure. Alright guys, I just took my vegetables out. I have them on this huge platter. You can see this mess of food just made. I shredded up my roast beef, served it on top with some of that chicken stock over there. Now this is exactly like the French recipe. They use bone marrow in there, but we're not getting all that fancy. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. Alright guys, let me get in here and give this a try. I'm going to start with the beef. Get a little bit of that broth. It's really delicious, tender, well seasoned. That little sack of spices really did it justice. Now we'll try some vegetables. You can see they're all tender. Let me cut that down. Vegetables are tender, delicious. That's really good, guys. A really good, delicious pressure cooker meal. Alright, there you have it. Pressure cooker pot-au-feu. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.